Everybody, it's Chantel here. As you can see, I have a new hairdo. And so I wanted to come on tonight and talk about it a little bit because one of the things that we do when we go through a change in our life is our physical appearance transforms. So lately, and one of the things that I've been doing is kind of sort of just been kind of dull and sort of fighting how I looked and, you know, just everything, wrinkles and everything else. So what I did was my hairdresser that I have to put my hair in sunglasses here because it's a little wild. But normally what I do is I go to my one hairdresser that I've been going to forever, and she wasn't there. And I had an important appointment, so I had to go in, and I saw someone that I didn't see in a long time. And her hair was diffused and curly. And I'd always admired it, and I was like, well, you know, we just kind of started talking, and I was like, yeah, in the 80s, I had the big hair and all this and all. And she said, well, how hard was it? You know, is your hair wavy? It looks like it is. I said, yeah, it is. And so she said, well, do you want to try it? Because your cut that you have is, you know, conducive to, you know, to having, you know, we can diffuse it. So I was like, well, every time I diffuse it, it gets super frizzy. And she said, no, let me show you how to do this. Okay. And I'm so excited about this because I totally feel like a new person with this new hairdo. And I have gotten so many compliments on it. And so I just wanted to kind of share. Also been reading, you know, I'm a magazine freak, so I've been reading a lot of articles about waves and beach curls and not fighting your hair's natural texture, whatever it is. So so this is what she told me to do. For those of you who just might be interested in being brave and going back to your curls or diffuse your hair, and just, when I say this hairdo is super easy, that is a total, it's just underestimating what I'm trying to say. I mean, I get up in the morning, and how your hair looks all crazy and goofy in the morning, you spray the spray, and you just kind of, and then you spray, and then you just kind of, that's it. And I just have so much more body. So, okay, so here's the things that she told me to do. And as I say these things, I'm going to tell you the mistakes that I was making in case you're interested. First of all, let me just turn around and show you the back. I hope. You can just see it's just, this is just all the natural waviness that I have in my hair. And all I've done today is just my hair's pretty much kind of cut in a bob. But all I've done today is just sort of like push the front up. And so it's kind of wild and crazy. But and then typically I'll just have sunglasses like this just because I'm out all day. But there's so many ways that you can wear this. You'd be so surprised. Versus how I wore the same exact cut straight. And the only thing that she did was she texturized it a lot. Okay, so here we go. So the step one is to wash your hair. And the main thing that she told me whenever you get out of the shower, after you dry off or whatever, is to towel dry your hair. But don't towel dry it like this. Crimp your hair with the towel, through the towel. That was my mistake that I was making. Is when I would brush it out or whatever. I mean, I loosely comb it out. And then with the towel, so the towel can absorb the moisture in your hair. That is one secret. Okay, and so the other secret is, and I didn't even bring it in here. Oh my God. Is this, I'm going to pause it and go get it because it's like this, you have to. Okay, so I'm back, and I went and got the curl spray that I wanted to show you guys. This is what my hairdresser told me would be my best friend. And it has been. It's called Kenra, K-E-N-R-A, Curl Spray to reactivate and moisturize curls. And it's number 8. So I looked on their website, and they have several different curl products. This is a very lightweight spray. Almost like, I mean, it feels like water. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel And so basically, after you towel dry your hair, what you want to do is you want to spray all over with this curl activating spray. And what it basically does that I've noticed is it sort of just brings the curls to your hair. Just makes your hair kind of like sort of like you just put curlers in it. That's what I noticed about it. So then she said after you do this, you put mousse, any kind of mousse. My favorite mousse at the moment is this whipped cream mousse by Dove. And when I say it's like whipped cream, if you haven't used it yet, let me just show you this. This is how it lathers. I mean, like real whipped cream. I mean, that's how thick it is. And so it doesn't take a lot, but I put this throughout my hair, and I'll put my makeup on. You can leave it in for a little bit if you don't want to style it right then and there. And of course, you diffuse it. Now, when you diffuse it, one of the things that I was doing wrong, well, two things. The first thing I was doing wrong when I was diffusing it was I had it on high setting. High meaning high blowing. She said the trick to a good diffuse is, for my type of hair, is high but low blow. And then the other thing is when you put your diffuser to your hair, just sort of do the sides first, she said, and sort of just set your hair in the diffuser and just hold it. Hold it with the diffuser, not your hands. Because what I would do is I would scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. I'd diffuse and scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. And what I was doing was, and the reason it would come out frizzy, is I was breaking up the product and putting it back on my hands, and it wasn't staying in my hair like it should. So she did it for me, and then she came back when she was done. She did the sides first, and then I flipped my head over, and then I diffused the top, and then she used this hairspray, which I absolutely love. I had the Bricado. Now I had the flexible hold spray. This is the maximum hold, which either one is really good. It just depends on what you're looking for. You may not need a maximum hold if you're, you got a lot of products in your hair like I do. But I actually like this because I feel like it carries over. Because really in a hairdo like this, you're gonna feel it's really gonna do better on the second and third day when it's sort of not gooky and greasy. Well, actually, I did skip one step before you put the after you put the mousse before you diffuse. Excuse me, after you diffuse before you put the hairspray, you use some dry wax. Now, this is something that I've used off and on when I have for my straight haircut to when I straighten it to sort of get some volume out of it. And the good thing about this type of hair is you're not going to need a lot of volume because it volumizes itself. But what this does is you take about a pea size amount of it, and it's a hard wax, and you want to get it super palpable. I don't know what I'm saying, but really get your hands together good with it and get really, get the stickiness out of it. And then what I did and what she showed me how to do is you just take your fingertips in your hands at the roots of your hair, and I turned it over just at the roots and just make sure all that wax gets in there, and really pumps the volume up, and then you spray it. And it looks kind of messy right now, but actually I actually like this look. And I have gotten, let me just tell y'all, I've gotten so many compliments. Well, I mean, I've gotten compliments from comments like, you put your hair in a socket, there's a rat's nest in your hair, from, people that are, they're not quite used to this look, because everybody does the straight thing. And me too for all these years. But it was just for me, it was just so of the same thing. And my face had gotten thinner, and it was just so to my face, and I just wanted something different. And let me just say that most people that see it, including my husband, absolutely love it. And kind of gives me a kickback to my old 80 days. Not quite as big of hair, but, and then, of course, a while back I had got my hair back to really my natural color almost. So really feeling good about it, and really would like to know what you guys think about it, because it's one thing when people that I know tell me something, because sometimes you don't really know, and even if you don't think it looks good, please tell me, because or if you guys, anybody has curly hair, I'm like super addicted to curly hair products now. And I would love to know what you do or what your routine is for your hair. So if anybody could give me some tips on that, because I'm really super pumped about it, and I'm really trying to, you know, think about different ways. Some of the things that I've done with it so far is, I don't want to take my headband out because it's kind of crazy, but I've just done the top, and I've let the sides sort of just curl down, and I'll just do it behind my ears, and I'll just like twist the top, and pin it. I've gotten, I love these little headbands. You can get the little, all the little decorative headbands. But the great thing about this cut, or about the style, about going with your hair's own natural texture, is you're not fighting it. You know, we have a lot of humidity up here. So when I go out, it's like I'm always dealing with the straight hair. I'm always dealing with it. When I go out with this, nothing but better curls, especially when you have good product on it. So has made my life 100 times easier in terms of how I feel about myself, the time that it takes to do it, and just the compliments that I'm getting on it. So as I said, I would love to hear you guys' feedback, because I always love to listen to my YouTube people, what they think, my followers or whatever, my friends. So if you have any, as I said, I'd love to hear your comments and product advice and techniques. Really big on techniques. As a matter of fact, when I get off from doing this video, I'm going to go on and Google some techniques for curly hair. So again, if you have any ideas, please send them my way. I appreciate it as always, and see you next time. Bye.